You won't find a driver out there in the Cup Series at all that has anything bad to say about Bobby Labonte. He's a gentleman on the track, he's a gentleman off the track, and he treats everybody with respect, and I think that's why everybody loves him.
We asked a couple of the folks around the shop, and one of the things they told us about you is that you're just a very laid-back dude.
My dad he's 80 years old this year, and he would still whip my butt if I did something too stupid.
Bobby, thanks for welcoming us into your shop here. It's a pretty cool place to get up and come to work every day.
Yeah, it really is.
How does someone get into racing at 5 years old?
Well, my parents were involved in racing, helping another team out. My dad was. When you're 5 years old, not really sure that you have your goals are set for your life at that point in time.
No?
If they are, I didn't have mine. So I raced go-karts for a while. My dad worked on his car over here. And then when I graduated from high school, I went straight to work, and I worked on the race team.
All right.
So I was a mechanic on a race team, and I got an opportunity to race every now and then, but I couldn't afford it. Then I guess I realized at a later age, I went, well, I guess I'm going to race.
Bobby's great. Bobby's a champion in the sport, and just having that designation of being a champion in a professional sport brings an aura within itself. And Bobby's one of the most positive people I've ever been around in my life. I've known him a long, long time, and I've always admired his work ethic. Very, very detailed, very, very involved with what's going on with the race car, the people around him. He's a health fanatic. So mentally, he brings a very, very fresh, positive attitude that rubs off on our guys.
Bobby and I come from similar backgrounds, and we've been in the sport about the same amount of time. So we've known each other for a long time. I always have wanted to work with Bobby, so this has been kind of cool to be able to come here and do that.
He's just an average guy. He loves to go hunting, he loves to go fishing. He's an outdoorsman, he's a cyclist, so he's sports-minded. I mean, he can hang with anybody and strike up conversation. He doesn't think he's above any of us. So, you know, it makes it's easy to interact with him. He's just another one of the guys.
I'm probably, you know, loser for not doing some other things, I suppose, but I do like to ride my bicycle. I rode my bicycle yesterday. You know, that's probably one of the, you know, that and running, working out, that's probably like, after you think about it, that's probably about all the time you have for it.
How do you balance sort of work, normal life, and the fact that work is such a huge part of everything you do?
Yeah, not very good.
Okay.
I wish I could do better. You think I'd have all these years of experience and could do better, but in reality, you got to have a great family. You know, my wife and I have been married for 22 years. My son's 19, my daughter's 15. You know, my parents have been involved in it. Her parents didn't know racing that much when I first met her, and I'll have to say, when I first started dating my wife, it's like, you're going to date this guy that's in racing. He's got a Budweiser uniform on. It's polyester that's short on his pants. You know, it's like up to my ankles. You know, it's like, you know, he looks like, you know, it's not good. It's a career. It's a job. You know, when I try to go home, I don't do a very good job at being there sometimes, but because this is such a demand on your schedule, you just do the best you can. And you hope you pick up the pieces on the way that you might have screwed up, and at the same time, you always try to strive to be better the next day. Whether it's watching American Idol, you know, Wednesday night, or last night, you know, watching Atlanta Braves baseball game, you know, we might all be together, we might not be together, but you know, you're there at the house. So hard to think that anything could really top what happened in 1996 when Terry won the championship. I won the race. Here's our dad that he's got this, you know, he's been there for us for all this, and you know, we're here to this point, and my dad says, well, that's cool. Well, the Cowboys won today too. Another good story, in 2000, winning the championship. The coolest thing about it was, come Monday was the absolute loneliest day ever for me.
Really?
Yep. And it's like, why is that? And then I had to realize that it wasn't about me. It hit me differently. When you're not in the trees of the forest and you can stand back a little bit and say, oh wow, look at what I've done. And it's not what I've done, but it's who I've been with the whole time.
I was talking to your crew chief, Brian Burns, earlier,
Yeah.
and I was like, you ever let Brad hop in the 47? He's like, nope.
Nope.
Not because we don't want him in there, it's because he can't fit in there.
Have you seen Bobby? Bobby's like this big. So my deal, no one can drive my car except for me. and I can't drive anyone else. So it works out great.